Israel's love for God was like the morning dew, bright for a moment, but gone before the sun came up. That's what we're going to be looking at today. And Hosea 6 is where we are going to be reading out of. And before we get into that, I'll throw out discretionary warning, if you will. If you have kids, if you're listening with kids, there is some similar language to what we saw yesterday, talking about the relationship, a marriage relationship in which Israel is unfaithful to God and Hosea's wife Gomer is unfaithful to Hosea. Um, Language that you would expect to go along with that. So, if you are listening with kids, keep that in mind, please, and maybe listen ahead and decide if you're ready to have this conversation with youngins just yet. But now that that is out of the way, let's jump into Hosea chapter 6. Come, let's return to the Lord, for he has torn us. He will heal us. He has wounded us. He will bind up our wounds. He will revive us after 2 days. And on the third day, he will raise us up so we can live in his presence. So strive to know the Lord. His appearance is as sure as the dawn. He will come to us like the rain, like the spring showers that water the land. What am I going to do with you, Ephraim? What am I going to do with you, Judah? Your love is like the morning mist and like the early dews that vanishes. This is why I have used the prophets to cut them down. I have killed them with the words from my mouth. My judgment strikes like lightning, for I desire faithful love and not sacrifice, the knowledge of God rather than burnt offerings. But they, like Adam, have violated the covenant. There they have betrayed me. Gilead is a city of evildoers, tracked with bloody footprints, like raiders who wait in ambush for someone, a band of priests, murderers on the road to Shechem. They commit atrocities. I have seen something horrible in the house of Israel. Ephraim's promiscuity is there. Israel is defiled. A harvest is also appointed for you, Judah, when I restore the fortunes of my people. Chapter 7. When I heal Israel, the iniquity of Ephraim and the crimes of Samaria will be exposed, for they practice fraud. A thief breaks in, a raiding party pillages outside, but they never consider that I remember all their evil. Now their actions are all around them. They are right in front of my face. They please the king with their evil, the princes with their lies. All of them commit adultery. They are like an oven heated by a baker who stops stirring the fire from the kneading of the dough until it is leavened. On the day of our king, the princes are sick with the heat of wine. There is a conspiracy with traitors, for their hearts like an oven draw him into their oven. Their anger smolders all night. In the morning it blazes like a flaming fire. All of them are as hot as an oven, and they consume their rulers. All the kings fall. Not one of them calls on me. Ephraim has allowed himself to get mixed up with the nations. Ephraim is unturned bread, baked on a griddle. Foreigners consume his strength, but he does not notice. Even his hair is streaked with gray, but he does not sacrifice. Israel's arrogance testifies against them, yet they do not return to the Lord their God, and so for all this they do not seek him. So Ephraim has become like a silly, senseless dove. They call to Egypt, and they go to Assyria. As they are going, I will spread my net over them. I will bring them down like birds of the sky. I will discipline them in accordance with the news that reaches their assembly. Woe to them, for they fled from me. Destruction to them, for they rebelled against me. Though I want to redeem them, they speak lies against me. They do not cry to me from their hearts. Rather, they wail on their beds. They slash themselves for grain and new wine. They turn away from me. I trained and strengthened their arms, but they plot evil against me. They turn, but not to what is above. They are like a faulty bow. Their leaders will fall by the sword because of their insolent tongue. They will be ridiculed for this in the land of Egypt. Chapter 8. Put the ram's horn to your mouth. One like an eagle comes against the house of the Lord, because they transgress my covenant and rebel against my law. Israel cries out to me, my God, we know you. Israel has rejected what is good. An enemy will pursue him. They have installed kings, but not through me. They have appointed leaders, but without my approval. They make their silver and gold into idols for themselves, for their own destruction. Your calf idol is rejected. Samaria, my anger burns against them. How long will they be incapable of innocence? For this thing is from Israel. A craftsman made it, and it is not God. The calf of Samaria will be smashed to bits. Indeed, they sow the wind and reap the whirlwind. There is no standing grain. What sprouts fails to yield flour. Even if they did, foreigners would swallow it up. Israel is swallowed up. Now they are among the nations like discarded pottery, for they have gone up to Assyria like a wild donkey going off on its own. Ephraim has paid for love. Even though they hire lovers among the nations, I will now round them up, and they will begin to decrease in number under the burden of the king and leaders. When Ephraim multiplied his altars for sin, they became his altars for sinning. Though I were to write out for him 10,000 points of my instruction, they would be regarded as something strange. Though they offer sacrificial gifts and eat the flesh, the Lord does not accept them. Now he will remember their guilt and punish their sins. They will return to Egypt. Israel has forgotten his maker and built palaces. Judah has also multiplied fortified cities. I will send fire on their cities, and it will consume their citadels. Chapter 9. Israel, do not rejoice jubilantly as the nations do, for you have acted promiscuously, leaving your God. You love the wages of a prostitute. On every grain threshing floor and wine vat will not sustain them, and the new wine will fail them. They will not stay in the land of the Lord. Instead, Ephraim will return to Egypt, and they will eat unclean food in Assyria. They will not pour out their wine offerings to the Lord, and their sacrifice will not please him. Their food will be like the bread of mourners. All who eat it become defiled, for their bread will be for their appetite alone. It will not enter the house of the Lord. What will you do on a festival day, on the day of the Lord's feast? For even if they flee from devastation, Egypt will gather them, and Memphis will bury them. Thistles will take possession of their precious silver. Thorns will invade their tents. The days of punishment have come. The days of retribution have come. Let Israel recognize that the prophet is a fool and the inspired man is insane, because of the magnitude of your iniquity and hostility. Ephraim's watchman is with my God, yet the prophet encounters a bird trap on all his pathways. Hostility is in the house of his God. They have deeply corrupted themselves, as in the days of Gibeah. He will remember their iniquity. He will punish their sins. Ephraim bereaved. Oh, I discovered Israel. I do that occasionally. Read the headings. I discovered Israel like grapes in the wilderness. I saw your ancestors like the first fruit of the fig tree in its first season, but they went to Baal Peor, consecrated themselves to shame, and became abhorrent like the thing they loved. Ephraim's glory will fly away like a bird. No birth, no pregnancy, no conception. Even if they raise children, I will bereave them of each one. Yes, woe to them when I depart from them. I have seen Ephraim like Tyre planted in a meadow, so Ephraim will bring out his children to the executioner. Give them, Lord, what should you give? Give them a womb that miscarries and breasts that are dry. All their evil appears at Gilgal, for there I began to hate them. I will drive them from my house because of their evil, wicked actions. I will no longer love them. All their leaders are rebellious. Ephraim is struck down. Their roots are withered. They cannot bear fruit, even if they bear children. I will kill the precious offspring of their wombs. My God will reject them because they have not listened to him. They will become wanderers among the nations. And I believe that is it for today. We still have our questions though. So, um, question 1 for day 266. How does Hosea 6 challenge us to move beyond empty words of repentance to genuine faithfulness? Um, yeah, it's easy to say the words. It's easy to, I mean, essentially, it's going through the motions, right? It doesn't mean anything. It's like um, when my kids do something wrong. I've got uh, I've got 5 kids total, but um, let's look at my younger ones. My 2 younger, uh, if one of them hits the other one, right? Let's look at the 1 year old. The 1 year old hits the 3 year old, and for no reason just walks up and hits him. We tell the 1 year old to apologize, to say they're sorry. They say it. It doesn't mean anything. They're saying it because they're told to say it. Now, eventually with them, then there is going to be a point where they start to understand I did wrong, so I need to apologize here for this. Um, but just empty words is not anything. It's just empty words. You want more than that. We want more than words. We want um, genuine repentance, genuine faithfulness, uh, wanting God. Question 2. What does Israel's shallow devotion teach us about the dangers of treating God casually or superficially? I think this is something that many in the church today do. A casual Christianity. They don't view their faith as something for Sunday morning when they go to their church, and that's it. It does not impact their life in any significant way outside of they give up a couple hours on Sunday morning. That's a casual Christian, if you will. That is not real, genuine Christianity. That's superficial. That is not going to be something that puts you in a relationship with God. That's not something that's going to start to cultivate anything in your life. Anything good, anyways, in your life. And we see dangers here. If you're not having a genuine relationship with God, then you're not having a relationship with God. It's not just a lesser relationship. It's not a relationship. So I think we can see half-hearted devotion from Israel, and we saw what ended up happening with Israel because of that. Question 3. How does God's persistence in calling Israel back show us his character even when his people are stubborn in sin? Yes, we see time and time and time again, God is faithful. He is faithful to Israel. He is faithful to what he has said already. He's faithful to what he has told Israel he's going to do, the covenant that he has made. He is faithful. Always. Even when we're not. Even when we don't deserve it, which is pretty much all the time. He is still faithful. He is still good. He is still God. We see that over and over and over. And that is why we can trust him. That's why we can trust God, because he has shown that he does not change. He is the one constant in this universe. The one thing that we can count on always being the same. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as all those things help the channel grow. If this has been a blessing to you, you can share it with somebody else. It can be a blessing to them, and word of mouth is the best way that podcasts grow as well. So that can be something that helps this channel as well. Come back every single day. We're going to have more content every single day. Bible reading plan. We're going through the Bible an entire year, different teachings, all kinds of just really great biblical sound stuff like that. So you're not going to want to miss it. Come back, subscribe. Thanks. God bless.